All right, before it gets too late, it is once again that time. Time to make sure you've got a good doctor and lawyer on speed dial. It is. Oops. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. It is time for the return of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, voice acted by, this merry band of delinquents.
And whose fault is that?
It is actually Chris Ree's fault. Please explain why.
I just work.
Wait, you get paid?
That is not a good defense historically.
Well, you see, Kyo started this when he talked about three-person frauding earlier.
That's great. That's already demonetized on YouTube within the first minute, but go on, I guess.
You asked me to explain. This is the explanation. It is, in fact, your fault.
I reject your reality and substitute my own. Speaking of good defenses, it's my favorite Omega Strikers player, Onihart.
You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about Omega Strikers. I have been rising through the ranks, and soon I will make it to the top 500 in the world.
I believe in you.
Yeah,
I have
don't know.
faith, too.
I've just been playing a lot of Omega Strikers, and I'm ready for Pikmin 4 this Friday/Thursday, probably. I don't know.
I'm ready for Pikmin 4 too. I got my GameCube up and running again.
The GameCube. I've been really wanting to go back and play Sin and Punishment again, so I'm probably gonna do another Sin and Punishment stream again sometime.
Built on Sin and Punishment, and likely a character from a Chuck Tingle book, it's Lania.
Chuck Tingle doesn't really do lesbians.
He
Anyway.
has like one or two.
Huh. Anyway, hi, I am Lania. I finished Mask of the Rose and I don't know what to do with my life now.
Three-way frauding.
Anyway, I do a lot of RPGs. I'm probably going to be wrapping up Star Ocean Divine Force, and I am looking forward to doing a very short something-a-thon. Not this weekend, but the following, to prepare myself for doing something around my birthday when Starfield comes out. So, please look forward to that. Yeah, I'm gonna dedicate a whole bunch of time to a game that's gonna be hugely oversaturated on Twitch. It's gonna be a great career move, everybody.
Oh, trust me. Trust me, I know everything about career moves. Speaking of, powered by maple syrup and gremlin energy, it's Shy.
Yep, that's definitely true. Hi. I am Shy. I am a ninja girl. I play games. I also stream them. You can always see me opposite Lania Kea when she streams, and I also actually do my own thing. I've just been rather busy these last couple of weeks. I haven't actually just been stuck in anything or anywhere. But yeah, I do Final Fantasy 14. My 14 do everything run. I also do Stardew Valley, Battle Chef, and also pretty much anything that catches my interest. Does that make me variety? I think it does. Also, definitely looking forward to a project Juan and I are working on with some of our other friends, which is going to be absolutely wonderfully fun. And yeah, that's pretty much everything from me. Also, I like maple syrup.
I'm having like a brain fart. Anyway, I have nothing bad to say about Little Sharky. Besides, welcome back.
You know, I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm the only person you have nothing bad to say about, so pardon me while you don't hear me, Dad. Hey, I'm Sharky. I'm old. I do lots of RPG-style speedruns and anime games, also some Metroidvanias, and I am hiding from the internet because I don't have a PS5 to play Final Fantasy 16 on. So, yeah, mostly just doing offline runs, uploading them to a brand new YouTube channel, and yeah, preparing for a second career where I can overdub all the dumb stuff we say on the YouTube VODs, so Kyo can actually be monetized.
Well, that works for me. I'm just making. I'm looking at the preview and I thought I saw a line, but it's just the weird shadow from the jail bars. Yay! We don't have any technical difficulties.
Well, the string coming off my hat is in Chrissy's eyes, but other than that, I think we're fine.
That's all right. They don't need sight where we're going. Oni, do you want to tell everyone where we left off?
We were visiting Dracula in jail, and he was like, "Go away, you're all stinky."
I'm not stinky, but I am surprised he didn't make a quip about wearing our black uniform.
Give it time.
Either way, then... Oh, God, I forgot about that. Yes, the Nipponese Bane. Right. Anyway, we'll log back in.
Gregson's transfer to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month.
Hey, where was he? Could you say it a little bit faster?
No. But I'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy.
Oh, yeah. Come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he?
He was in the Golden Gilf coloring book.
God damn it.
I wonder, does that happen often? Being transferred internally, I mean.
It's the first time I've ever encountered it.
Oh,
The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place.
It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed.
I'm afraid to say that we are very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. I hear that he was considered something of a legend at the Yard.
This milkshake brought all the boys to the yard.
Again, it was 10 years ago he first made a name for himself by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made.
What sort of approach?
After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh my, 10 years ago?
Why is that so surprising?
Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time, and rarely performed.
Hmm.
And my brother was, of course, a noble, and made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something that Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determined it was necessary. His powerful convictions somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death.
So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then.
And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life.
I don't have confidence in anyone.
Oh,
And I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London.
What really went on between Lord Van Zeeks and Gregson? I wonder. What was the true nature of their relationship? A Chuck Tingle book. My gun! About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene?
Ah, yes. That's not mine.
Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is.
Ooh, what do you expect me to say to that?
I don't know, where's your gun?
Long Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true.
Well, when did you lose it then?
That, I don't know.
Oh,
I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose, or left it somewhere, perhaps.
That is an irresponsible gun owner.
you have something in common with Lord Van Zeeks after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things.
Yeah, you misplaced this, pants grab. No! This has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it.
Don't make the mistake of associating me with this. Nibbanese.
That's racist.
True.
Oh dear, the rift is very wide, isn't it?
So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure.
My God.
My guns!
What's that?
It's just something I was hoping to ask your opinion about, that's all.
It's a serious crime for the defense to attempt to extract information from the prosecution by illegal means.
Alright, I get the message, but I don't see what's illegal about me asking. Alright, well. Moving on. I can't believe it! Inspector Gregson!
It's awful, isn't it? But we must carry on.
I know, but it's just so much to take in. I don't know where to start.
We must start with a thorough investigation of the scene, and we must interview Gina. Then we must go in the prison to speak with the Reaper.
Oh, thank goodness I have you, Miss Sato. You have it all under control as usual.
You're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm afraid I don't have all the answers.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
I really have no idea why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's the taste you can see. Oh, yeah. That, I guess.
There's totally something I think that you're supposed to show to Dracula there.
Okay. I figured he was gonna get cranky.
He's always cranky.
Like, more than usual. Is it this one? Lord Van Zeeks, we came by this old photograph.
Where did you get that?
Well, that's not important. I just wanted to let you know that every time I look at it, it makes me laugh.
It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was lost.
Is the man on the left there?
Yes, that's my brother, Clint.
All right, let me ask you about your brother. It had to be, really. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know? Were you aware of that? Exactly, Dev.
Respect. That's nonsense.
No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina, no less.
Well, maybe once. Yes. There was a time where things like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you.
I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle, an insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the stone-cold Reaper of the Bailey. Is this where we set up the love triangle between Kazuma and Van Zeeks?
Triangle?
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, that's the first time he's ever used my actual name.
I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers.
Can't wait until you figure out about jury selection.
Well, there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in.
What's that?
You.
That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks.
From the very first time we clashed in the Barely almost a year ago now. I couldn't deny it. Even though I dearly wished I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese who has absolute integrity as a lawyer.
Ugh!
There are only two other men I've known with the same look in their eyes. My brother, Clint, and Genshin Asogi.
Man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way.
When you showed me that photograph just now, it made me laugh.
You mean this photograph?
Every time I look, it makes me laugh.
Back then, when I was able to laugh, I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I look to the future with hope. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe.
How can you breathe with no air? Yeah, you thought I didn't have anything for that. I'm so aroused?
Keep that thing in your pants, Mr. Naruhodo. I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it.
This is oddly erotic, though, for real.
I'd say it's obviously erotic.
In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me?
No.
Oh.
He actually came
And the
around.
game just ends right there.
Yeah. That's for being racist. Oh. Of course I will. It would be an honor.
I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo. I was afraid that I completely sabotaged the discussion earlier.
Then, my life's in your hands.
For Lord Van Zeeks, that must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend, Kazuma.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, quick little break. 'Cause I'm about to fucking piss myself.
He got away.
Who got away?
Did that
A mosquito?
motherfucker bite me? Yeah, it was a mosquito.
That little shit. How dare.
Right?
Then again, that's what you get for having delicious blood.
I don't think he could actually bite me.
I have also figured out tonight's raid message already. Chuck Tingle sends his regards.
I'm here for it.
And for those of you...
Necesito un adulto.
Go ahead, Lon.
2nd November, 8:56 a.m. The Old Bailey, Defendant's Antechamber.
There's that old familiar feeling again. The crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Ugh. Actually, no. It's a little different today. There's an even more menacing tension in the air.
There is a menacing tension in the air today here, isn't there? I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. It can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant. Jesus, dude.
You talking shit over there?
I want you to choke me.
No.
Oh my, I do apologize.
However, you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary.
Penny, you calling Van Zeeks ugly? Damn, dude. What does that mean?
I'm not privy to the details. However, I understand that no jury has been selected.
What?
A trial without a jury? Well, that's just like.
An indictment hearing?
They just realized that all the random juries were not random at all. It only took 12 trials.
Trial of the professor 10 years ago.
A closed court. Precisely, Dev.
You want to take him for now, Sharky?
Yeah, I'm good with that. It's been a hot minute. I think I can dust off my shawls. Good morning, my dear fellows.
Mr. Sholmes!
Have you made note of my hair, Mr. Naruhodo? An outright victory for science, you must agree.
To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem.
Ha! What to one man is a little hair problem? Is to another a day of day drinking dubious potion after dubious potion. You have no idea how my stomach ails me this morning. I am about to shit your pants.
Oh dear, how awful that must be for you.
I personally love that for you, Sholmes. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Sholmes.
Good morning to you, Mr. Reaper. Delighted to see you looking so full of vim.
And I you. I see London's celebrated great detective is as active as ever.
Oh.
Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow, compared to my paltry engagements with a few trivial cases. The Reaper's overbearing presence is a far greater deterrent to the black roots of crime in our capital. And whilst I may not agree with your methods, what with murdering all of the people that get off, there is at least one point in which I would readily commend you.
What an honor. And that would be?
Your eye for a good lawyer, sir. And you're the only person as tall as me.
Mr. Sholmes!
After all, behind this lawyer, there's a very great mind. Mine.
Sholmes, go fuck yourself.
I charge extra for that.
What are you trying to say?
I wish only to say that you should be prepared for quite a trial, Mr. Reaper.
Good night,
boy, who's gonna
Lumi.
be this one?
Sorry to barge in. I'm just in a random. Okay, well, all right.
It's Best
Gina.
Girl and Father Susato.
Yeah.
You too, Lumi. Hey, I hope you enjoy some Chuck Tingle tonight. And what's that on her arm? It's a morning band, I suppose.
Shiny, you want Mikotoba or Susato?
I will take Mikotoba.
Father, shouldn't you be at the symposium?
It's been postponed, so I have some free time. I decided to come along with the police inspector to see our country's up-and-coming student in action.
That's me!
I shall be very interested to see the fruits of your studies over the past year.
Well, it's an honor to have you here. Let's hope there's some fruits to see. And I can keep my pants on, too.
Odo.
Oh, yes, Gina?
Why'd you agree to this, eh? Why'd you take him on?
I have a kink for size differences.
This Reaper bloke. Everyone's saying it was him what killed the boss.
I'm sorry, Gina, but I just don't believe that.
Well, if it weren't him, who was it?
If you
Not
want
like
me,
that's a question that you get asked every single trial.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Gina. Statistically, it was probably one of his coworkers. But I'm just gonna say that I don't know yet.
I don't care who calls him what. The Reaper's just a name. He's just a person at the end of the day.
Yes.
And if it turns out it was him what killed the boss, then God help him.
Wait, I have a question. Oh wait, never mind. He's not the prosecutor.
I will police brutality this motherfucker.
Fiery eyes, indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing.
Eh?
At least, that may be some solace to the deceased.
Please, Odo. Get whoever did this for the boss.
Oh, Gina.
I ain't feeling this useless, but there's nothing I can do. So you gotta find out who done this and make the wretch pay.
Oogie. Mm-hmm.
Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court will be in session shortly. Make your way into the courtroom at once, please.
All right then. Here we go.
It's time, Mr. Arhodo. Lord Fancy.
And for those of you hanging around, check out the Discord, the YouTube. There's the very abused throne wish list. Thank you everyone for that today. And if you want some tea, check out our friends at Adagio. Added some new blends. One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murderer. One who lost his treasured father in a foreign court of law. And one who lost the man who helped her escape destitution. All that misfortune, all that pain, on course to collide headlong in this trial. It's time to shine a light on all these dark events. And whatever truth is revealed, we're going to have to look at it straight in the eye. What does that mean? That boy needs therapy.
Second November, 9:20 a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.
Alright, you want me doing the judge or you want me throwing somewhere else?
Go ahead, Sharky.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here to conduct the fair and just execution of the defendant, Barak Van Zeeks. Counsels for the defense and prosecution. Are you ready to begin?
The defense is ready, my lord.
prosecution is more than ready.
Oh, Kazuma-san.
I've been wishing to see you in court again for so long, it feels. But I never pictured it happening like this. I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution's bench.
Phrasing.
So-called Reaper of the Bailey has been a scourge like no other, undermining Her Majesty's justice system. Today we must uncover the truth behind this scourge.
In other words, this trial is going to be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder.
The truths revealed by these proceedings may have unpredictable repercussions throughout the judiciary. Accordingly, they are to be conducted as a closed trial with no members of the public present. By Her Majesty's direct orders.
How will that work, my lord?
Burden of all arbitration and adjudication falls on my shoulders. Therefore, as you will see, Jorah's bench shall remain vacant today.
If there are no members of the public present, may I ask who is
There we go.
currently occupying the gallery, my lord? Almost.
They are members of the judiciary here to witness proceedings and ensure an equitable trial.
Members of the judiciary?
Oh my, this is a very unusual trial already, even for you, Mr. Naruhodo.
There is, of course, another unprecedented aspect of these proceedings on which I must elaborate. Counsels for the prosecution and the defense are both aliens of Great Britain.
I'm not gonna lie, Cosmo looks good with the aggressive lesbian haircut.
Honestly, yeah.
I've looked it up, and apparently he's always had it. The
Really?
only thing that's really changed here is his costume.
And I guess he doesn't have the band, like the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the haircut's exactly identical to...
Huh. Well,
Where is the fan blowing in his face?
you had a boss that style years ago. What, an aggressive lesbian or that haircut?
Yeah.
Both?
Why not both?
I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. And I stand here in this courtroom now. I'm quite certain. This is the reason why I had to come to Britain.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a holiday.
Kazuma?
Very well, let us commence proceedings. Prosecutor Asogi-kun, your opening statement, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. The incident took place on November 1st at just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The location was a building of flats on Fresno Street, on the outskirts of the city. The victim's body was discovered there in an old single-room rental property.
Yes, Inspector Tobias Gregson, a name known very well indeed to this court and all manufacturers of fish and chips.
Did they disallow Chuck Tingle?
Not least for his miraculous resolution to one of this country's grimmiest cases 10 years ago.
The professor case.
How sure are you about the time of the incident?
Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot, and all have reported the same time.
Yeah. That's what Gina told us, too. There were a number of witnesses.
I have here a plan of the room. The victim was found curled up in one corner. It's believed that he was shot from the front at point-blank range and died instantly.
How has the range been determined?
There were scorch marks around the entry wound.
Alright, I was gonna ask that.
Such marks are caused by the gunpowder used to fire the bullet. But powder hot enough to leave scorch marks only is ejected a few inches beyond the end of the barrel.
No Chuck Tingle jokes.
In other words, it only happens when the target is at point-blank range.
I see, yes. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Counsel.
Oops. The autopsy report has been entered into the court record.
Okay, I'm ready to roll.
Yo, the shirts slap.
The murder weapon was found lying beside the victim.
And have you managed to ascertain the owner of this firearm?
No, my lord. Not conclusively.
Bravo, Kazuma-sama. For not trying to use the gun as evidence when its provenance can't be proved.
Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. The bullet passed through the victim and struck the wall behind him. There's a candelabrum mounted on that wall, and the tip of one of the candles in it was found to have been blown off by the projectile.
Something about that candelabra bugs me.
We noticed that too, didn't we? Sounds far-fetched.
Yo, Fowd, have a terrific night, man. Thanks for being a fucking real one. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for the thorough report, Counsel. The setting of the crime is clear to me. You will submit the plan of the crime scene as evidence, please.
As you wish, my lord.
Yo, Cranial's here. What's up, Golden, Ceres, Gemis? Objection! Wait, I got you.
Objection!
What's up,
Crimes
Cranial?
in
How is
floor
Phoenix
plan
right?
has been entered into the court record.
Yo, nice.
Is this Fresno
Congrats.
Street room Inspector Gregson's private abode?
They're really good. Are you planning on continuing this series?
No, my lord. The room is rented to a Mr. Hugh Boone. But there is precious little furniture inside, and it is generally in a poor state of repair.
Yeah, that's how we've been going through it, to be honest. So what on earth was Gregson even doing there?
Presumably, he was investigating some case or other.
But yeah, if y'all don't know Cranial, check him out. Fabulous voice.
Some new
very
fish and
unique
chips, I
content.
suppose.
Would highly recommend.
When a policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witness and rushed to the scene, he found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside holding the revolver.
Yeah, if y'all don't know me, I'm Kios. I generally speedrun a lot of RPGs, and on Monday nights we voice act.
The attending officer arrested the accused on the spot.
So, the details of the case are clear.
In that case, the prosecution would like to call its first witness.
Name, please, counsel.
Naturally, the accused himself.
Lord Van Zeeks?
As a prosecutor, he believes in the oath of office he's taken
Yeah,
and
how
will
did you,
be compelled to tell the truth.
How did you like the Phoenix Wright so far?
Very well. Let the defendant take the witness stand.
Have you enjoyed the tropey jokes?
So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Barack Van Zeeks, Old Bailey prosecutor.
I presume, Lord Van Zeeks, that you've heard Prosecutor Sogi's opening precis.
Oh, okay, so you've played him before. Hell yeah.
I did.
I actually just got in the vinyl release
It is
that they
alleged that
did.
you were found at the scene of the crime, and that you were arrested by the arriving police officer. Can you confirm this?
Yes, my lord. Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away. Namely, why you were there in the room on Fresco Street at the time in question.
Yeah.
And
I'll
exactly
also
what
throw
took
out
place.
our cast for the night.
I intend to explain away nothing. I will
Here are
simply tell the
friends.
truth.
Check them out. All wonderfully talented
Oh,
content
shit.
creators.
I must say, Lord Van Zeeks, I never imagined this day would come. Or rather, I didn't want to imagine it would come. But since you became known as the Reaper, a part of me has been dreading it. Your formal testimony, then, witness, and get this man a chussy.
Speaking.
The facts of the incident.
The facts of the incident.
You did that so much better, Alon.
Thank you. We all have to have our niche.
I don't speak French, but I think you're right. It's all one big facade.
One big facade.
I heard somebody facepalm. I just can't tell if it's Oni or Chrissy.
It wasn't me.
I didn't, Kian.
Neither of you batted an eyelash at the term facade.
No, I'm multitasking, dog.
There we go.
I choose to ignore such things.
What are we ignoring?
Such things are beneath you.
This is all
Listen.
just one big facade.
Ignore this, pants grab.
The facts of the incident.
For you, Little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster.
There.
You know, I heard that once earlier today, and I wish I hadn't.
I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address. When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside, and I saw no one.
I'll give you the rundown too. Check out the Discord and the YouTube.
A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. Just as I picked up the firearm to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. Ah! It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me. That testimony was the whole truth? It was. So, you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. And moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes? Is that it? You're right. You haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely qualify as an excuse. I thought you were my mute apprentice. Yet it turns out you have a way with words, Prosecutor Sogi.
Would appear to be a singular tale indeed.
Singular isn't the word. It's laughable.
What's gotten into Kazuma? He's not behaving like himself at all.
Not you, Renosuke.
Very well then. Counsel, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Good news, Sharky. You can
Yeah?
overclock your Super Game Boy to 5.35 megahertz.
That sounds awesome.
I was gonna say that came out when you in like your 20s, right?
The Super Game Boy? No, I was still in elementary school, dude. That's an SNES product.
I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address.
Hold it!
Please explain. You were investigating the inspector? What on earth for?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Uh-huh, redacted. No, I can't. I was in an NDA. I'm sorry?
I'd identified a distinct possibility that Gregson wanted distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in a case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could secure the proof I needed.
Is the court to understand then that on the day in question you followed the victim to the scene?
No. I was privy to his movements in advance.
How?
I stole into his office in the yard and consulted his diary.
Hey, Van Zeeks, I know you're like the prosecutor guy, but maybe don't admit to doing illegal shit while you're in court?
Nah, it's good. The address on Fresno Street was noted in the 5 p.m. entry.
Reading his Outlook calendar is not a crime.
You illegally entered the man's office? In Japan, that alone would constitute a very serious offense.
As it does in Great Britain, I assure you. Is that not the case, Lord Van Zeeks?
I was aware of the possible consequences. So, in summary, you were investigating the victim. And yet you refused to tell the court why. I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoyed such freedom to choose what to divulge under oath.
Why did he ever think I could defend this man?
When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside, and I saw no one.
Hold it!
Had you ever been to the address before?
No, never. I only learned of the place as a result of my investigation into Gregson's activities. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything.
But at 5 p.m., the sun would have only just gone down. It would still have been reasonably light outside.
The room has a window, but it was boarded shut.
Ah, at least it wasn't brick this time.
Very little light found its way into the room from outside, so it was extremely murky inside. I wouldn't have noticed if the victim was already lying on the floor. There was no artificial in the room? Blech. There was no artificial light in the room, you say? You're quite sure?
What about the candle?
I'm quite sure that part of the room where the body was found was very dark. I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk, though I couldn't say for certain.
Look, Mr. Naruto. There's a small desk in the room just here.
Yeah, I remember. And there was an oil lamp on it, as well as the framed photograph.
When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards the desk to investigate.
Well, what did you find?
Nothing. I never actually reached the desk. A moment later, I heard a gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor.
Hold it!
So, who fired the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't see anybody else in the room.
But you say it was very dark in there?
Yes, that's right.
Like black? Blacker than black? Slightly darker black?
Very black. All I can tell you is, I didn't sense another presence.
Was that with like normal sight or the night vision because you're a vampire? Aha! Then could it be? that the gunshot actually originated from somewhere outside the room?
No, that's out of the question.
Oh,
Without doubt, the sound emanated from the inside the room. I could smell the gunpowder.
I just want to let you know, Sharky,
Yo,
that I texted Palmer this morning about 8:30, and I was like, "Hey, that was a great run, dude. Thanks for the entertainment."
yo.
Local time is 12:02. LMAO, thank BB.
Yeah, he probably slept about 14 hours after being up for a day and a half and doing that run till 6 a.m. Mountain Time.
I gotta give him shit all the
Ask him how Karaf Kun, the coffee maker, is doing. That was his date a few years ago there.
And you say that's the point at which you noticed the revolver on the floor? Correct. And I foolishly picked it up. That was carelessness on my part.
Presumably, then, the gunshot you heard came from the firearm that you somewhat hastily took into your hands.
In point of fact, my lord, I believe it did not.
What?
The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold, and there was no smell of spent powder.
But where on earth is the gun that was fired?
Whilst I would like to oblige you with an answer, I'm afraid I can't. I, too, would dearly like to know that. Just as I picked up the firearm to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream.
Hold it!
A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume?
That's right. One of the street merchants working on Fresno Street.
Who are these merchants?
A number of them have set up their stalls directly beneath the boarded window of the crime scene. A match seller, a newsmonger, and a peddler. They've all given statements saying they heard the gunshot. And without thought of danger, they ran inside to see what had happened.
Yes. That's not what happens around here.
Yeah, for real.
Nope.
Yes, Gina told us about that yesterday, didn't she?
They burst through the door with some force, it would seem. They did, and almost gave me a heart attack in the process.
But you're supposed to be the Reaper.
The first man to come in immediately noticed the revolver in my hand and fled. A policeman patrolling on Fresno Street heard the commotion and was able to arrest the accused shortly after the incident occurred. Anyway, the man's scream drew my attention in that direction. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? In what way did the body appear?
I honestly can't explain it, but it's the truth. As far as I was concerned, the body hadn't been there until that point, and then suddenly, there it was.
Did you perhaps hear the sound of the victim falling to the ground just beforehand?
At that moment, what I heard. was the sound of the door flying open and the scream of the man who came inside first. Nothing more.
I've received another text from Carrie Palmer.
I'm sorry.
It's from 4chan.
I'm still
Oh.
sorry.
How many N-words does it have?
None. Y'all are never gonna believe this. Rate the run. Secret run while the stream was down that only the attendees saw. Reply. Secret run was railing Blue Dragon speedrunners bussy any %.
Oh, sweet and salty Christ. What have I done?
All right. All right then.
Palmer's been called a cute twink 4 times.
What a twist!
I see.
After the man fled, I examined the body. I was stunned to find that it was Gregson.
Most curious circumstances indeed.
How the inspector was killed, or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere, I have no idea.
Objection!
Surely the court has heard enough. My lord, the cross-examination has clearly revealed that the accused, Barak Von Zeeks, is lying on multiple fronts.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
Good gracious, counsel.
Great balls of fire? Great balls of fire?
The defendant is lying, you say?
In his testimony just now, he claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark. That's correct. No, that's impossible. As proven by this candelabrum.
How does that prove anything?
If you examine the tip of the long candle, you can see it has been blown off by a powerful impact.
I have a tip you can also blow off with a powerful impact. What do you say about that?
Whoa.
One would assume that the projectile from the firearm passed through the victim and struck the candle.
You know, if it had enough force, there'd probably be blood spatter on the candle. I mean, I'm not an I'm not a professional forensics investigator, but,
The problem comes when you consider the other two candles, which are clearly of a different length.
Yes, I can see that only one candle appears to have been struck by the bullet. It is long.
We could reasonably expect someone to have lit all three candles together. Which begs the question of why only one has ended up longer than the others.
that must be because that particular candle was extinguished when the others were still burning. Ah!
That's right. When the candle was hit by the bullet, it obviously went out. But the other two candles would still have been burning, so the fact is, the victim's body would have been illuminated by the light still thrown by the candelabrum. and the accused claims that he couldn't see the body clearly contradicts those facts. And now to the next lie.
There's more?
The accused also claims never to have visited the scene of the crime before. That's the truth. In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. A board covered from top to bottom in police documents and newspaper cuttings.
That's right, we saw it too.
It goes without saying that the contents of the police documents cannot be divulged. However, they include a number of reports from various historical cases. The oldest of which was from 10 years ago.
10 years ago? This is starting to sound familiar.
And there's a common thread linking all of the documents on that board.
Let me guess. They're all killed by the Reaper.
Indeed. What is this common thread, Counsel?
They all relate to cases prosecuted in court by Barak von Zieks.
All of them?
And furthermore, all these cases are ones in which the defendant was acquitted.
Good lord.
Interestingly, none of those defendants are alive today. Because all of them have been sent to their graves by the Reaper.
Ah!
Oh no.
Anybody got a cowbell?
What? They Louise.
In short, that dingy little room is the Reaper's secret hideout and his base of operations.
The Reaper's hideout?
And yet the Reaper would claim never to have been to his own secret hideout? No one would believe that. No. The truth is, we've been looking at this backwards.
Backwards? Explain, Counsel.
Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand.
What?
Order! Order! Very well. I hereby state the current opinion of the court. Barak van Zieks is an outstanding prosecutor who has rendered great service to his country. However, it is with deep regret that I must concur with Prosecutor Sogi's contention that the defendant's testimony exhibits a number of stark inconsistencies with the known facts.
All I have done is state the truth as I know it.
Kazum has done a brilliant job as ever. He's drawing on his experience as a defense attorney to build his prosecution case, and it's formidable.
Counsel? You will submit the board that you just showed the court as evidence. I believe it to be fundamental in establishing the facts surrounding the Reaper's existence.
Thank you, my lord.
The notice board has been entered into the court record.
And now, the prosecution would like to call new witnesses to the stand. Witnesses who saw events unfold on the day in question
They were mentioned in the previous testimony too, if you remember.
Yeah, the street sellers who heard the gunshots and went running into the room.
Very well, lead the witnesses in. The defendant may step down from the witness stand.
Certainly, my lord. So, witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
Ladies?
Do you want this one, Chai? Okay, I'll take it. Names? We don't use names. Far too fancy for the likes of us.
That man is packing a monster lip.
Sure, we hear the lines like this.
Chai.
Is Shy muted or did she fall asleep?
No comment. No comment.
Muted like a true VTuber.
True.
So yeah,
We're free. We're just free and easy. So what we like, live where we want to live.
I give them all the vacant stairs that walk down Fresno and to spin a few words into a verse for 'em.
Ah. Would I be right in assuming that all three of you make your living by selling wares on the street?
Selling what we call mommy's little moneymaker.
Free and easy.
Everyone calls me gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits passes by, you know. I hope I don't have many lines in this voice.
What is wrong with that person's neck?
What is wrong with that person? Just everything about them.
True.
I am off put to the maximum. I'm sorry, jaunty little tidbits? What are you, like Bob's Iguana Bits?
Got an absolute smasher for you, sir. The iguana's human.
What?
Right up your ginnel it is.
I don't want anything in my ginnel.
Right up your ginnel.
That sounds like it hurts, Lon. Are you okay?
Is that
The
like a,
voice or something up in my ginnel? Because something up in my ginnel would be quite painful, I imagine.
is that like my bussy?
Put the ginnel down now.
Put the VTuber down.
6 pence is the price and not a penny less. I have no idea what this voice is.
Wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now?
Aw, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested.
Try the man.
give him the money and see what it is.
No!
Don't be a pussy.
If I'm ever the witness to a crime, I'm gonna try this on the stand.
This is what we call an expert witness.
Why do I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get like a sock flavored jelly bean out of this?
No, you're definitely getting a trildo.
Pay the man, counsel.
Oh, come on! I'm broke as shit. Fine, all right, 6 pence it is.
You won't regret it, son. I've got your listening ears on. I'm like somewhere between Louisiana, Cockney, and dead. Just between us, a couple on Slay Street have just had twins.
Congratulations, I guess, on the double crotch goblins. That's what we, Okay.
That was 6 pence.
Nani?
Staring intensifies. Is that it?
No, that's not it. It's gossip, isn't it? I wants to spread. But that bit's up to you and your mouth, of course.
Deliverance intensifies.
I got more, you know. Want another juicy one? 6 pence a piece it is if you're curious.
You know, you're kind of like the RE4 vendor, except like a shittier version.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
I am curious, yes, about just what's going on under that fat bottom lip of yours. I must know. Namely, that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out from under your collar. I know what that is. All right, chat, everyone Google David Carradine.
No, do not do that.
Google David Carradine.
What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell?
Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, isn't it?
Well, I think I know what you sell.
I sell these lovely little fireworks to all the local school kids.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Baby, you're a firework.
And dangerous.
Josh, do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
6 pence a pop. What do you say?
I want to see if your hand blows off.
I don't use my hand to blow things, silly.
Also, I think she just lit that match off of her own ass.
That's just because I'm that hot.
You, weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell?
Oh yeah, the second gears can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers.
I think you should change your name.
Especially when I tell them that if they get 100, they could blow up the school.
And a liar.
She's about to grind.
I have concerns about these witnesses.
Dylan Klebold, is that you?
It's a very American idea, young lady.
I don't know if Oni's old enough for that joke.
What?
Dylan Klebold?
Look,
Oh man.
it's not that I'm not old enough, it's that I never watched TV or did any other, like, shit.
That's not
You
a
would have been
TV
watching
reference.
CNN to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a TV reference.
Nah,
Also,
that's
I'm pretty-
that's not Aurora, it's Columbine, Dan. There you go. Second guess. Correct state, I think.
What do you say then, huh? Want to part with 6 pence for a pop around the corner?
I'm sorry, what? But you want me to buy one?
Tell you what, I'll let you in a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom.
You know, probably not the best joke as the courtroom burned down like 9 months ago.
First off, I am.
Oh my god, here we go again.
Try the woman.
Give her the money and see if she's right.
Grab the loops in her hair and take her behind the bench, or I will find Von Zeke's guilty right
What?
now.
What? God damn it. Right. I'll buy one.
Lovely stuff. Right then, this is something a bit extra, just for you.
Oh, God, no.
Those loops in the hair do look like handles to me.
They
The
really
Venus
do.
Special, only 600 pence.
Wouldn't that be like 6 pounds?
Yeah.
600?
It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there? Pants grab.
Wait,
She's
why?
giving you the
I have a
full
question. Why
special.
do you have hundreds of fireworks? Are you making them yourself? Are these stolen?
Look, she's in an adult parody of an Atelier game, clearly.
We found Iris's dealer.
Hmm. And there'd be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either.
Yeah, who do you think you are? V for Vendetta?
Oh, God. 200 years late for that one.
And the last witness. What name do you go by and what do you sell?
Think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I think.
Does that sign say glue?
Huh?
Because I stand there on the street, watching the world go on around me. They call me the Observator.
Get out of it. Everyone calls you Sandwich, and you know it.
So, you don't actually sell anything?
Problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. I give advice, I do. And I think what it means. I have to take my medicine off. That's it's a New Vegas joke.
Worst Dear Abby ever.
I don't actually sell anything, no, come to think of it.
Pity.
No more purchases today, please.
For 6 pence, I'll shut the fuck up.
God, that's actually cheap. That costs me a couple grand.
Yeah.
We have quite a peanut gallery here, it seems.
They conduct their businesses on Fresno Street from the morning until night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
I see. Unless they have heard the gunshot, I suppose.
Dev, that's the truth.
Not only that, but they very barely ran inside to see what was going on and witness the scene. Bravely, I might add.
They very barely ran in. Wrong voice, hang on.
Be begging, I thought, just between us.
Venus de Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw.
What I think is, if all what we see is light and shadow, playing with our eyes, is any of it real?
Did you happen
it's
to
not.
drive a coach in a previous line of work?
Very well. Court will now hear formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now. You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
Next
Those of
week.
you that actually open your eyes.
I heard the world move. I didn't like it.
Cliffhangered.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon, rock the dragon, dragon.
Dragon Ball Z.
Trying to get sound. There we go. Alright,
Saw the
friendos.
whole thing. I saw the whole thing.
Baloney. You fucking tugging.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, GG, everybody. Sorry it was a disjointed one today. Shit was wild. Ugh. In every sense of the word. What a strange Monday.
I'm with you there.
Indubitably.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone learned about Chuck Tingle. All right, let's see how I can do this. Voted most likely to star in a Chuck Tingle book, it's Oni Heart.
I don't want to be in one of those. I don't even know what they are, but I don't.
Yes,
don't
you
explain
do.
it to me either.
What do you mean?
What? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? I said what I said, and I know what I know.
We come and we go.
Or I don't know what I don't know. Anyway, Omega Strikers. Probably gonna stream that soon. Not sure when, but soon. And I'm definitely gonna pick up Pikmin 4 and probably just do a chill Pikmin stream.
Pikmin's dope.
It is. It's chill until it's not chill. If you know what I mean.
Oh, for real. Voted most likely to drown, the blue Pikmin. It's Shy.
Well, I mean, I've never really played a Pikmin game before, but I mean, I suppose anything's possible. Hi, I'm Shy. I am a Ninja Girl this week. Hopefully going to actually do something and stream something this week. Now that I'm not that busy. Don't know if it's going to be 14. Might just lean and do a extra long Stardew Valley thing. Don't really know. Just watch my Twitter. I'll have something up there when I get around to. So yeah, I know Lon is definitely looking forward to doing some things this week too.
When she has so little to plug, she plugs me.
Speaking of plugging, really? We're that wrapped for attention?
You know, I just want to know who you're leading into with speaking of plugging. It could really be any of us.
No, it can't be me.
And that's the reason it could be you.
Star of the Chuck Tingle masterpiece, Plugging My Butt with the Plug, from the plug's perspective, Lania.
That one actually, because like I'm an AI VTuber, so like I have power outlets. Power outlets. Hi, I'm Lania. I'm gonna try to finish up Star Ocean, Divine Force. Some things that I've got coming down the pipeline are voice acted Atelier Ryza 3. Kios, you should play Ryza 2. And I'm also gonna probably do Sunless Sea. I think we're just going to like devote an absurd amount of time to fail better game stuff. Star Ocean, good! I agree. I'm almost done with it. I just gotta wrap some stuff up and then do the end.
When you said Lassie, I thought we were diving into Final Fantasy 13.
Oh my god, 13 is really good, and people need to be nicer to one another, and to me, because I like 13.
Agree. Speaking of nice people, it's Chris Reese.
Well, that was the opposite of what I was expecting. I was actually hovering over the disconnect button from the last intro.
Listen.
Hi, I'm Chris Reese of the Regroup Bullets from Final Fantasy 14. While we were doing VA, my last hardcore character in DDO just died to somebody pulling a trapped lever without disarming it. So I'm actually, like, on the depression train and I don't know what I'm doing next. So.
I'm proud of you, Chris.
I tried. I did my best, and I got fucked over repeatedly. It sucks. And there's 36 hours to do it, and I need about 12 hours to complete, so I just don't have time left.
Sounds like it's time for you to call in sick tomorrow with a bad case of anal glaucoma.
I wish. I got deadlines.
Man, I left myself a rough transition there. Hi, Utaka. Formula 44 prescribed by Dankel, but this person is the originator of the 54. It's Little Sharky with my split button attached to it.
I'd say I'm more a 54 evangelist than progenitor. That goes to our Lord and Savior Logic Dolphin. Shoutouts to him, of course. Hey folks, I'm Sharky. I am a 40-year-old speedrunner, which means I read my notes off a stone tablet. So, trying to figure out what I'm doing next, and not streaming in the meantime, but eventually I'll do a thing somewhere, someplace, and I'll tell you where it's at. So, in the meantime, be kind to each other. Tell the folks you love just how you feel, because you never know when you'll get the chance next. So, take care, fam.
Well, I'll do my bit. Friends, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate the generosity, the support, and just having a fucking blast. That was arguably one of the best streams we've had in a while, despite my content sucking wieners. Anyway, I'll give you all the quick rundown here. There is the Discord. Come hang out with us, joke around, steal some recipes, just have a blast. If you haven't subbed to the YouTube, you should. I got some stuff to put up there tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Put together some tea blends with our friends at Adagio. Definitely check them out. I love tea. Their tea is great. I designed the blends. And the proceeds benefit the Trevor Project. And last but not least, if you want to support and or cause me all sorts of horrible amounts of stress and anxiety, check out the Throne wish list. We appreciate you very much. And definitely go check out our lovely, talented cast and crew. Let's go and raid Women League. Hell yeah, Dan. Alright. Oh god. I clicked the wrong button. Hey. Okay. Any parting words, anybody?
Play Omega Strikers.
Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other.
Clean your sex toys.
Oh, hey! Go to Kios's Discord and make him make me a birthday cake.
You know, I'm just gonna make a carrot cake with a very suspicious horn on it, right?
I mean, honestly, that's what I get. But make Kios make me a birthday cake.
Well, you said for August. It's not. We